Well. Good morning, world. Good morning to all of you. Good morning to all of my Shop Fremont family. Good morning to all my friends and loved ones all over the world. Welcome into this broadcast this morning. This is Tuesday, May 21st, in the year of our Lord 2019. And I am so excited and so happy to be here and to participate in this and to share with you some information, some ideas, some things that can really literally change your life. We're here every Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen, those of you that are listening in, and we thank you for being a part of our show. We thank you for coming and supporting us. I would encourage you to let all of your friends and family know about this wonderful show because it is changing lives. We're here every Tuesday at 9 a.m. Central, 10 a.m. Eastern, and we are here to do primarily one thing, but I know we do a lot more. The primary thing is to expose to you what I feel and so many others feel is the most powerful opportunity, the most powerful platform for everyone on the planet today who desires to make a difference in their life, okay? And that is to share with you the love of Shop Fremont, an awesome opportunity, an awesome company that has been around for 3 years, headed up by a wonderful, smart, intelligent, great, awesome leader by the name of Mr. John Austin, who did some wonderful things. As a godly man, he looked at this industry of network marketing, this industry of direct sales, this industry of connecting with people, and he said there are too many flaws. There are too many things that were negative, that were prohibiting people from coming into what I feel is the greatest platform on earth for the average person to make a difference and to be successful. He said, let's get rid of all these negativity. Let's get rid of all these things, these gotchas, these expectations that are so high and so hard to reach and just crumbling upon people because they try and they fail and they try again and they fail. He said, let's get rid of all that stuff. So he designed a company that did several things. Number one, he said, we're going to design a company where you do not have to pay anything to start your business. Now, that sounds crazy because everyone always say it takes money to make money, and that's true. But the reality is what John Austin saw was that the average guy didn't have the money like some people do. So let's give them a chance too. So you don't have to pay to start your own business. Secondly, he said that you don't have to be on an auto ship where you have to pay every single month to buy a product, to get qualified for promotions, to get qualified to get paid. You don't have to do that. It was a negative to industry. He said, John Austin did, let's get rid of that. He said, you don't have to complete any quotas in order to promote and stay promoted in this business, so it will increase your opportunity to get paid more. Let's get rid of that. It's a negative. So what he designed was something that was created where no one, no matter who you are, no matter where you are in the world, whether you in Africa, whether you in Europe, whether you in the United States, whether you in under the islands in the Caribbean, whether you in my country, the Bahamas, wherever you at, you have an opportunity to do something different and something safe where you can never, let me stress that word, you can never get hurt with Shop Fremont. And so that's what we're here every Tuesday doing, just promoting this concept, promoting this idea, because reality is that, that's a good thing and it's a bad thing. Sometimes it's a good thing because everyone can be a part of it. It's a bad thing because sometimes people take it too lightly and say, well, if it doesn't cost me anything, then I'm not going to do anything. But you know what? That's on you, because reality is that everyone knows that to be successful, some effort has to be exuded, okay? But the reality is that some people just don't have the financial means to do it. Some people don't have the 30, 40, 50, 60 hours to do it. And so what John Austin created was something that it doesn't cost you anything to get started. You don't have to spend 30, 40, 50 hours doing it, but you can grow it, you can build it. If your heart's desire is to create it to be a big one, you can do that. If you want it to be just a small thing, you can do that. So I love the flexibility. So what he did was he provided a platform where no one can get hurt and everybody can be successful. The second thing he did for us was that he introduced to us and for the world the absolute best product on the planet for what they do. Now, we're a health and wellness company. That's one of the things we do, yes, but we're also a marketing company. Yes, that's what we are. We're a discount buyers club, which is primarily what we are, but we are given the absolute best product to be able to introduce to the world. Products that detoxify the body, because the body needs to get rid of all of the garbage out of it before it can function properly and do what it's supposed to do. He gives us product to help to build up our immune system, because we need to have strong immune system to fight off all diseases and all of the toxins, pollutants, and everything that we are exposed to every day, even in the air we breathe, the water we drink, the foods we eat, everything we touch, everything out there with bacteria and toxins that are coming into our bodies is breaking our bodies down. What he said was, let's give the body not just the ability to eliminate excess, but also to build up an immune system to fight against disease. The third thing he said was, let's give us products that actually hydrate our body. How many of you know out there that 85 to 90% of us are walking around dehydrated? Yes, some of you say, well, I'm drinking 5 glasses or 5 bottles of water a day, CJ. I'm drinking all this water. Yeah, but the type of water you're drinking is going into your system. Some of it is getting absorbed, probably 2%. The rest of that is going out through your urine, where it's not doing anything for you. And all of you know that water is the most important element that you need as to maintain your health. It does so many things, and there's a special show on just water, so I'm not going to go into details, but you need water in your system to stay healthy. And so you have all these things that John Austin has given us as arsenals to really build a company for free where no one can get hurt. My goodness sake, that's a win, 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 no lose situation. And so I want you to understand what we're saying. That's why we're so excited about coming every week to tell you about this. And then John Austin didn't stop there. A great leader, okay? He gave us great products, but he also gave us the ability to be rewarded for what we do naturally. Every one of you in the sound of my voice, you do this. Let me tell you what you do. You go someplace, you have a pleasant or a great and exciting experience, and you go and you tell your friends all about it. And because of you telling your friends and family and co-workers about it, they go and participate in that event, whether it be a movie, or a service, a book that you read, or an event. They go and participate in that, and they pay the money to do it, but the institution that you referred to them or told them about doesn't send you a dime. Well, John Austin say, if you share the love of Shop Free Mart, share the products of Shop Free Mart, and someone makes the decision, not forced to, but makes a decision on their own to participate and try these wonderful products, he is going to compensate you and reward you, and he does it very handsomely, to the point where you can get up to the point where you are making up to 65% of whatever a person that you share this opportunity with, and they decide to buy a product, you can make up to 65% profit. My goodness, that is unbelievable. So again, you don't have to pay anything to get involved. You're not on an auto ship. You have wonderful products, and now he's rewarding you handsomely for just doing what you do naturally, which is sharing the love of this awesome company to others. And then he has added so many other things to it. You know, you have free this and free that, free back office. You got free landing pages. You got free marketing. You got free trainings. I mean, literally, you can go every day, 7 days a week, and find someone talking about, teaching on, training about Shop Free Mart, and you have that at your disposal. What I mean by that is this: you don't have to be an expert. As you're learning, as you're developing, you can just point someone that you know to a training, even to this show. Every week, you can send them here so they can hear about what we're doing and hear testimonies of individuals that are participating in this wonderful opportunity. But we have calls every day, some in the afternoon, some in the morning, some in the evening, some online, some directly on the phone, on webinars, on Zoom calls. There is a plethora of opportunities for you to be exposed to Shop Free Mart and also to share, to send other people to do. So all you're doing as a business person is pointing to Shop Free Mart and building your business. So everything is for free. So I always ask this question: why wouldn't somebody be excited about being a part of Shop Free Mart? You know what the reality is? I don't know the answer to that question. All I know is that we are going to continue sharing about Shop Free Mart until someone figures it out. Some people figure it out right away, like I did. When I saw this, the first day I saw this, I saw it. I saw the vision that John Austin had. I saw the platform that he was presenting to me to go there and share this opportunity, and I did not hesitate. That's what leaders do, ladies and gentlemen. They don't hesitate. And that leads me to kind of an introduction. We're going to talk about that today. I am so excited about this show today because we're going to talk about a one word. I'm going to introduce you to a new word, something that I was introduced to about several years ago, and I'm going to share it with you today. But when I saw this, I got involved right away. And so some of you may decide to do that. Some of you may need to hear it a few more times, maybe 6, 7, 8, 9 times before it actually hits you upside the head and say, you know what I'm doing isn't working. Why not try this Shop Free Mart thing? Because it is for real. It is legitimate. It is exciting. It is phenomenal, and you can be a part of it. So that is what we are presenting every week, and we're so excited to do it. I have my engineer, founder of GMAP 1, Pastor Kevin Strada here, who every week is doing what he do, making us available to you. So I want to give a shout out to him and also encourage you to tune into this this TV broadcast and just be exposed to it and send your friends to it to gmap1.com and listen to all the things that is being presented to you every single day. Okay, so I just want to thank you for being a part of the show again. I got kind of excited talking about Shop Free Mart because I can talk about Shop Free Mart for hours and hours and hours. That's how wonderful of an opportunity it is. And it also, I believe, there's nothing that compares to it. And trust me, I've been doing this now for over 20 years, and people have come to me just recently even with all kinds of things, this and that and the next. In every situation, bar none, they always seem to be excited. There seemed to be an opportunity, and then for some reason it just phases away. It reminds me of that movie, The Avengers. At the last one, everybody who's seen the movie, got to see it last week with my wife when we went to the movie. But at the last one, you remember at the end of the movie when all the superheroes just started to just fizzle away and kind of turn to dust and turn to like ashes? That's what a lot of these companies they do. They get you all excited, pumped up, and all of a sudden something comes up. This came in the way, that came in the way, and they just kind of just crumple up and turn into ashes and go away. And that is what I've seen Shop Free Mart able to come through that, because there was a time when I thought it was going to happen, but through the grace and the stickability and the vision and the tenacity of John Austin, this company has come through every high water, every fire, every mountain, and come out on the top now where they are going to do great things. We have great leaders that are leading this company, and it is going to be, what John Austin said, millions of people coming to this company in droves, and we're just at the beginning of it. So I can say I get excited about Shop Free Mart, and I can talk about it all day long. But I want to share with you, I just got back late last night. If you see a little bit of tiredness in my eyes and some bags under my eyes, that's the reason why. I had an opportunity to go to Bermuda and visit my brother. My wife and I and a friend went over there, and we had a wonderful time. The only thing that I regret is that the time was too short. I had to come back after 4 days of being in 85-degree weather, ladies and gentlemen, to come back last night to in the 40s. And I woke up this morning, it was 49 degrees. And they said today, I was listening to the news, it's only going up to 51. It's like, CJ, what are you doing? I called my brother up and texted him. I said, man, I'm coming back to Bermuda, man. I can't take this. I'm going back home to the Bahamas or something. But you know what? The Lord has me here in the Chicago area for a reason, and so I'm going to be obedient. I'm going to do what he's called me to do, and I'm going to share Shop Free Mart with every person I come into contact with, because I know I can make a difference wherever I am. And so I'm just going to suck it up, stay in place, and do what God has called me to do. So thank you for being a part of the show. Thank you for tuning in every week. I'm going to try and open it up to get some feedback from some of you, to get some dialogue going on this conversation I'm going to introduce today, because, like I said, we have an exciting show and a topic that introduces a new word to you. Some of you may have heard it. You may have read the book that I'm going to refer to. But if you haven't, I hope you take this conversation to heart, this word to heart. As you know, over the past several weeks, we've been talking about this whole concept of network marketing and really legitimizing this opportunity, especially Shop Free Mart, because as I said earlier, I really truly believe this is the truest level playing field for anyone to be a part of. You've heard all of the discussions that we've had in the past about leveraging and residual income and making money while you sleep and all those things that this industry affords you. All the discussions on the whole idea of network marketing has just been something that's been exciting for me because I've been in it long enough to know that it works, but it also know that you have to work it in order for it to work. And so we have thousands of people that are part of this opportunity that understand that and are excited about it and are willing to share it with the world. Before I go into that discussion, though, I've been promising you that there was going to be an announcement made on this show. And because of the brevity of this announcement, because there has to be some in-depth explanation of this announcement, we are not going to announce it today, okay? Because what I found is this, is that when we do a show like this, it's like time just goes in rapid beat. It's like just go triple step, not double step, but triple step, and you look up, and before you know it, it's 9:18, okay? And I just did my introduction, okay? So what I want to talk about and introduce is going to take a little bit of time, so we're going to introduce that next week and help you understand what that's all about. But I'm excited about it, and I also look forward to sharing that information with you. So what I'm going to do today, after this first break, is come back and talk to you about the key component, I think, in my opinion, the key component to being successful in this arena, in this world, especially with Shop Free Mart, okay? So I'm going to mention a word to you, and I'm hoping that you understand it. If you don't, I'll do my best to explain it. If I don't if you still don't understand it, we can connect with me personally. We can have a discussion. But I really want to share this word with you. I'm going to give you a lot of quotes today that support this word. I'm going to share some ideas from some great thinkers to help you understand what this word means and why it's so integral in building our team and building our business and sharing Shop Free Mart with the world. Because, again, I believe it is the glue. So I'm going to take a break for about 2 or 3 minutes and just share, come back and just share with you. And, again, I'm hoping that some of you, after you hear what we're talking about, will be able to give your opinion, give your experience, share with the world how this word has been impactful in you being where you're at right now, or how you see it impacting your life as you build your Shop Free Mart business, or actually whatever it is that you're doing. Because this concept, this word I'm talking about, is not just related to Shop Free Mart. It can be related to any area of your life. And that's how important it is. So I'm going to see you on the other side of this commercial. I want to thank you for tuning in to GMAP1.com. We're here every Tuesday at 9 a.m. Central, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And we want to encourage you to invite all your friends to come and be a part of our show, because we're doing some great things where we're touching lives, we're changing people's lives, we're making a difference, and we're sharing the love. We'll see you on the other side of this commercial break.
It won't always be new. It won't always be clean. It won't always be flawless. But it'll always be yours. So how do you know it'll be protected? To solve the big challenges of tomorrow, take simple steps today. When you're ready to start, we're ready to help with auto insurance. Get started at countryfinancial.com/simple steps.
Well, I'm back, and thank you for tuning in to GMAP1.com. We're here every Tuesday just sharing the love of this wonderful opportunity called Shop Free Mart. But the things that we talk about, the concepts that we talked about, the business tools and ideas and principles that we talk about can be related to anything that you do. So we want you to continue to support us, to come in and hear about what we're doing and what we're doing to make a difference in the lives of people all around the world. So we're here again every Tuesday at 9 a.m. Central, 10 a.m. Eastern, and we're here to do one thing, is to make a difference in your life. And so we hope that you are excited about that and continue to support us. So we're going to get started about this word I've been talking about. So before I tell you, let me tell you a quick story. About 4.5 years ago, I was visiting home in the Bahamas, and I was invited to a party, a Christmas party, by a very good friend of mine, great entrepreneur, a mentor, a great friend by the name of Harrison Petty and his wife Joy. They invited me to go to this party. It was just a few houses down from their residence, which was right on the beach out in the west part of the island, overlooking the ocean. Unbelievable scenery, and it was just wonderful being there in the nice warm weather instead of being in Chicago in December, okay, if you know what I mean. But I had an opportunity to meet a gentleman who, after talking with him, literally changed my life. There were a lot of celebrities at this party, a lot of NBA players, some actors. I got a chance to meet with Rick Fox, who was from the Bahamas, actually, an NBA player, and got a chance to talk to him. But the most important person I spoke to tonight was a gentleman by the name of Mr. Michael Roberts. He was the owner of the house, and he was the host of this wonderful Christmas party. But I got a chance to sit down because on his front table, he had this book laid out, and the title of the book was Action Has No Season. And so I got a chance to talk to him about this and found out a little bit about him. He's a real estate mogul. Him and his brother started in St. Louis, and they built an empire in real estate, not just here in the U.S., but internationally. They have real estate all over Hawaii, different parts of the South America and the Caribbean, and also in the Bahamas. So he was there, and he had a house, and he was probably just there a few times a year, but, he had it like that, And so when you come across someone who has been that successful, you listen, okay? That's a nugget for you right there today. When you have the opportunity to be around someone who has been very successful, and whatever it is, you listen to what they have to say. And after talking with him for a while, he introduced me to a word that I had never heard before. In this book, Action Has No Season, he coined this word, actioneer. Like you heard the word millionaire or billionaire. Well, actioneer. And I thought that was kind of strange because I'd never heard it before. I kind of felt like I got the concept of what he was saying, but when he broke it down to me, it really made sense, and it really came back to me when I became a part of Shop Free Mart, because it really is the glue of what we do. It is the thing that if we don't utilize it, we really get nothing done. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay, so I thought it would be interesting to really just beat this word to a pulp and share it with everyone that's listening, so that maybe it will click with someone who has been looking at Shop Free Mart and saying, oh man, it's a great opportunity, it's a wonderful opportunity, I really need to do this, I've been wanting to do this, I've been searching for something like this, and they say it today, they say it next week, they say it next month, a year go by, and they're saying the same thing. They never become an actioneer. They have great enthusiasm, they have that excitement, they have the wherewithal to do everything that we're asking them to do, but they never take action. So let me give you some quotes to help you understand what this word coined actioneer is talking about. Dr. Steve Maraboli says, excuses are a time thief. Have a goal, accept responsibility, and do what? And take action. That word is so powerful. Thomas Jefferson, one of our previous presidents of this great country said, do you want to know who you are? Don't ask, act. Action will delineate and defining you. Ouch. Oh my goodness. You know, I could relate to that because there's so many times when we are faced with decisions to do things and we talk about it and we ask about it and we never take action. I always I have a visual. I'm a visual thinker sometimes. And I used to be involved with track and field back in the day, in my college days, and I remember I was never a good runner, but I remember watching the guys getting to run the 100 or the 200 or 400 meters, and they get into the blocks, and the starter would raise the gun up and he said, "On your marks, get set," and the runner would raise up, and the gun will go off, and everybody will start running, but that one guy will just stay right there in the blocks and don't move. He's getting on your marks, he's getting set, but when the gun goes off, he's just staying there in that position. He doesn't take the action to get up and run so that he has the chance of maybe winning the race, but at least finishing the race. And that to me is what an actioneer does. You can't think about it, you can't worry about it, you can't ask about it, you have to act, as Thomas Jefferson says. Even if you are on the right track. Oh, I love this quote. I think this is by an anonymous writer, but it says, even if you are on the right track, you'll get run over if you just sit there. In other words, if you don't take action in anything that you do, you will get run over and bypassed, left behind by others who decide to take action. So I think it was so important for our listeners, for you out there, to hear this morning, because some of you right now, and again, I'm not going to even relate this to Short Fremont, I'm going to relate this to your life. Some of you have been given a God-given mandate that you know he's given you to start your own business, a mandate that you know he's given you to write a book, a mandate that he's given you to start a program where you can make a direct contact with individuals in your community, maybe in your church, maybe in the schools, whatever. A direct mandate for you to go back to school and get your education and get your master's degree or your doctorate degree. A mandate decision for you to go and get some training so that you can be the best you and develop yourself personally. But you don't do it. You don't do it. And so if you are trying to accomplish anything, even if you are on that right track to go to school, to start your business, to write that book, and trust me, I'm not speaking these words to you out of what I've read. I'm speaking these words to you out of what I have lived, because I've been there. In some cases, I find myself going back there. And so what I'm saying to you is that we have to develop that mindset that whatever it is we're going to do in life, do it. Take action for several reasons. Number one, life is too short. Number two, other people are going to come and just go right by you where you had all the resources, the means to do it and everything else, just as they did, but they took action and you didn't. So you don't want to be left behind. You don't want to be the one just sitting there in the dust wondering what happened. They say some people see things going on and some people take action and some people don't, and they wonder, and then some people wonder what in the world just happened, because those are the people that don't not take action. A gentleman by the name of Jensen Sear said, don't wait until you are ready to take action. Instead, take action to be ready. And I tell you, most of you have heard of the great Les Brown, and this wasn't even one that I wrote down, but I remember this so vividly, listening to him years ago, and had a chance to talk to him, and him just breaking this down. And he said to me, and it was as if he was speaking to me directly, he said, CJ, he said, always, he said, never have an opportunity. It's better to have an opportunity come by your way, take action and be prepared, than to have an opportunity come your way and not be prepared. And oh my goodness, that stuck with me. What he was trying to tell me was that, CJ, you need to develop yourself. You need to take action and do some things to make yourself better. And you never know the day when the opportunity is going to be placed in your hand, and you have to be ready to run with it, as opposed to having someone come and offer you an opportunity and you're not even mentally, emotionally, educationally, financially prepared to take advantage of that opportunity. And so I've always taken that quote to heart. It all has to do with this coined word by Michael Roberts, actioneer. You have to take action. Does that make sense? I'm going to see if there's some callers on here that can relate to what I'm saying, and maybe they have an experience that in their life that they can say, you know what, CJ, I hear what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, because I either was one of those individuals or I was never that individual. I saw the importance of taking action. I did, and this is the results I'm getting. So before I continue with this, let me go to the phone lines here and see if we have anyone. What's the number on the first one there? Okay. We look like we have a Coach Pate on the line. Coach Pate, are you there, sir?
Hey, CJ.
Hey, how you doing, my friend?
Man, I'm excited, man, and I'm ready to take action and become an actioneer. Because you know what, when the students ready to teach will appear, and the lesson that you taught today was speaking to the students. So if nobody heard you today, I heard you, and I thank you for bringing the words you brought today, man. And simply awesome, man. You never cease to continue amazing with the things that you come up with. I'm like, this guy he should be on tour speaking, getting thousands of dollars a day for the things that you share with people for free. It's just simply amazing. You're an awesome brother, and I just thank you. Thank you, man.
Oh, man, thank you so much, Coach Pate. Appreciate those very words of I don't even know what to call it. Just adoration.
Yes.
You know what? I'm not one to take those too easily, but I accept it. I receive it. My parents always told me, just say thank you and appreciate it, because I'm gonna take action to live up to those words, because I really do believe we have an important work here to do, especially with Shaw Fremont, and it's a pleasure working with you, and I look forward to doing that. And guess what? We're gonna do it together around the world. I promise you that. I've already seen that. We are going around the world taking action to change the lives of people around the world, and that's why I think this topic is so important, Coach. I think people need to understand that we cannot just sit in the saddle, especially with what we know we have in our hands, and think that life is going to just come and pass us by, when we have the opportunity to pass life and give to the world something that's going to be positive. So thank you so much for your words, man. Appreciate that so much.
No problem, man. It's from the heart. I just wanted to say thank you. So,
all right.
But that's not what you opened the line up for. I know you probably had something that you might want to ask. You said share about Shaw Fremont. We're here and we're sharing this love for each other because we came together because, first, our love for and understanding the vision and the actions that are happening here at Shaw Fremont. I'm like, oh my God. Everything I speak on, tell people about failing forward, because I had a lot of fails, but each one has brought me to the next one, which has brought me to Shaw Fremont, because if I had given up on the game, the industry of the direct sales network marketing, I've been in it 20 years. So if I had given up 10 years ago when it just wasn't happening, if I've given it up 5 years ago, if I had just given it up, now I'm going on 3 years. May 14th was my third year with Shaw Fremont. Starts my third with Shaw Fremont, and like I say, failing forward has gotten you to where you are. So even the little incremental action thing,
that's right.
If you're doing that, maybe you would fail forward to the point of time being to be here right now with Shaw Fremont, when John talks about what it takes for a rocket ship or a plane to take off.
Right.
He uses the lion's share of its fuel just to get started, get off the ground, and it's just cruising once it get up in the air and at 50,000 feet, or if it's breaking through the atmosphere, it's just cruising at that point. So A lot of energy and a lot of effort has gone through to get Sharp Fremont where it is right now, and it's about to start cruising at 50,000 feet. And if you just standing at the gate, hadn't bought that ticket, if you hadn't gotten in line to get on this ride, you are missing it. That's all I got to say, CJ. You are missing it.
You are so right, Coach Payne. You are so right. And you know what? I want to give kudos to you, too, because you are one of those people, those individuals, along with Coach Kim, who have exuded this word actioneer, because you didn't have to, both of you, have a bi-weekly show every Monday and every Thursday where you're doing the same thing of sharing the love of Sharp Fremont and doing some awesome things. I love the series that you're teaching on right now about having the mandate to go out there and hydrate the world one drop at a time, talking about our great product, the hydration drop, and the importance of people staying hydrated to stay healthy. You and Coach Kim have taken the mantle and took action to have that show, and you're consistent. You're there every week. I think I remember Coach Kim or one of you stating that you guys were hitting over 101, 100 and whatever, over 100 shows. And that is awesome. That's a person that take action. So I want to congratulate you on that feat and encourage you to continue doing what you're doing, man, because you're making a difference in the world. Thank you so much for all that you do.
Wow. You're welcome. On behalf of Coach Kim, I know she's thanking you. She may even be on the line. I hope she is, that she can, speak from her words, because, she's more eloquent than I am, And so she's the brains and I'm the look of the show.
Be careful. But you know what? I know what you said, man. You guys do an awesome job. And every night, I don't know the exact address, but I know. And every week I have to do it. You go to Facebook, put the Coach's Corner Live in there, and somehow eventually you will see them on there talking and sharing and just with all excitement and exuberance.
Yeah.
I mean, guys, you want to do that. So they're there every at 9 p.m. 9 p.m. 9 p.m.
9 p.m.
9 p.m.
9 p.m.
Central.
Monday and Thursday, and it's facebook.com/ Sharp Fremont Coach.
Okay. Facebook.com / Sharp Fremont.coach. Correct?
No, Sharp Fremont Coach.
Sharp Fremont Coach. Beautiful, beautiful. So
Right,
listeners,
right.
go and support them. Listen in. I promise you will not be disappointed. You get a chance to interact by typing in a quote or typing in your
Right.
response, and they will respond back to you. So thank you so much again. So as we continue
you're
this
welcome.
conversation on action here, one of the things that Coach Pate mentioned just now, ladies and gentlemen, was, and this is so important, so important. He mentioned taking action with the little things. And I think this is so important because so many times there are people that get stuck because they think of being involved with a company like Sharp Fremont. They think of being able to write that book or being able to start a business. And they think of the big things that have to be done, the big costs involved, the marketing that's involved, the final product, as opposed to taking action in just the small things, taking that small little bite. I'm sure all of you have heard this analogy before, and the question is being asked, how do you eat an elephant? And we all know an elephant is a huge animal, but how do you eat an elephant? And the answer is one bite at a time. Taking that action of taking one bite at a time, and eventually you'll get through the eating an elephant. That elephant could be your business. That elephant could be your book. That elephant could be your program that you're starting to make a difference in your community. That elephant could be whatever it is that you're doing in your life. That elephant could be those of you that have been looking at Sharp Fremont and kind of saying, well, I can never become a crown ambassador. Yeah, I know our company trainer, Dr. Breakthrough, Dr. Stan Harris, became a crown ambassador 3 in record-breaking time. I could never do that. We're not asking you to do that. We're asking you as an actioneer who will eventually become a millionaire and a billionaire to take small action by doing the little small things. What does that mean? That means getting on the calls. That means ordering your product. That means sharing with friends that you come across. That means listening in on the calls and getting educated and training that will increase your confidence level. All these little small things is what we are talking about that he was referring to when he says important to do the small things. ladies and gentlemen, like I said, time goes by too fast. I'm going to take a quick break, and I'm going to come back on the other side of this, and maybe we have some other people that's going to chime in and give their experience of what being an actioner means to them. But we have 15 minutes left. Oh, my goodness. Where does time go? We're here every week, ladies and gentlemen. We're really excited about you tuning in and being a part of our show. Every week we're here at 9 a.m. at GMAP1.com. And you can call in as well and be a part of the show. I will give you that number on the other side of this break, but we're going to take a quick couple of minutes break and let's do something to help pay the bills. And we're going to be back with some wonderful information to close out on this topic of becoming an actioneer. That's you. We'll see you on the other side of this break.
Hi, I'm Marvin Bimbry. Thank you for taking some time out of your day to watch my video. As a certified speaker, coach, and trainer for the John Maxwell team, I couldn't be more excited to help you take your business and life to the next level. You know, one of the things that drives my passion for leadership every single day is that I get to add value to people. Now I have a few questions for you. Where are you in your life right now? And what do you want out of your life? And what do you fear the most? Having an answer to these three questions is extremely important because it gives you a goal and allows you to create a path, a set of directions, showing you how to get where you want to be. Your everyday life is filled with choices, and it is those choices that mold the world around you. You need to find your gift and maximize it to serve others, because once you are able to serve others, you start to serve yourself, and that freedom and fulfillment you've been searching for just falls into your lap. If you want to increase your performance, productivity, and processes, contact me. I'd love to take your business to the next level. Thank you for watching and have a great day.
Being a certified speaker, coach, and trainer for the John Maxwell team means that he is part of a team of elite coaches, teachers, speakers, and professionals taking leadership training, talents, skills, and adding value to people all over the world. Everything rises and falls on leadership.
Well, welcome back to our weekly TV broadcast show here at GMAP1.com. We're here every Tuesday at 9 a.m. Central and 10 a.m. Eastern, and we're thankful for you for taking part of your day to be here. And for those of you that are hearing this, and if you know someone that wants to hear about what we talked about today, hear about this subject matter on being an actioneer, send them to youtube.com/CJ or GMAP1.com and CJ, and you will be able to hear this broadcast on YouTube sometime later today and on days to come, okay? So again, GMAP1.com on YouTube, and you'll be able to hear this show all over again. So share it with your friends and family. I want to thank our listeners for being a part of the show. We know we couldn't do this without you, and so we're going to go back into this topic. But before I do that, I promise you to give you the number that you can call into. If you cannot tune in at GMAP1.com, you certainly can call in as well. And the number to call in is 302-202-1111. That's 302-202-1110. And the code to punch in is 538611. 538611. Not necessary to put the pound sign, okay? So you want to be a part of this show. You can tune in online at gmap1.com, or you can call in at 302-202-1110, 538611, and tune in and ask questions. You can share, you can participate, and we're hoping that you continue to support us. So as you know, we've been talking about a wonderful book that was written by a gentleman by the name of Mr. Michael V. Roberts, a gentleman out of St. Louis who is a real estate mogul who has done some tremendous things, and he's going around the world not just making money, but he's also giving back to communities. I know he has some humanitarian things that he's doing in his home city of St. Louis in Missouri, and I'm sure he's doing things all around the world. He works with his brother. I got a chance to meet his father. I hope his father was 93 when I met him, so I haven't been in touch with him recently, so I don't know if he's still with us. I hope he is, because he looked pretty strong and healthy at the time. But I know that a lot of the principles and the things that he utilized, he gave credit to his father for teaching him and training him to be the man that he was grown to be, and the difference maker in this world that he became. And then writing this book talking about being an actionaire. Action Has No Season by Michael V. Roberts is a book that tells you the secrets of gaining wealth and authority and being successful in this crazy world. So to kind of help you a little bit more, I'm going to give you a couple of responses to this book that people, some reviews that people have given about this. John Miller, who read the book, said, the point is that you can plan, you can think, you can talk all you want, but nothing happens until you take positive, consistent action. When I read that review, it really interested me why he included positive and consistent when he talked about becoming an actionaire. And it dawned on me that the reality is that we have to be careful of the type of action that we take. Sometimes people take action that's detrimental to their cause, detrimental to their well-being, detrimental to their family, detrimental to their business, detrimental to their life. So I understand what John is saying. What Mr. Roberts is teaching us in this book, Action Has No Season, is that we have to stay positive and enforce or endure positive action and do it consistently, which all of us know is a key component to any success principle. Consistency is key. So yes, I understand what John Miller is saying, but there's such a great review. You can plan. Oh, Lord, we know most of us get to that stage where we plan. We can think. We think about things all the time. In the morning, even at night, go to bed, we think about it. We can talk about it. Talk to all our friends, especially those toxic ones who kind of want to pull us down and make us feel like we're crazy for what we're doing. But he said, you can do all those things. Plan, think, talk all you want, but nothing happens until you take positive, consistent action. Another person responded by saying that this book was a must-read for leaders. So I always say this, and I'll say it till I die. All of us were created to become leaders. All of us were created to become leaders. So taking action is the central theme of this book, but it guides individuals to mine for nuggets of wisdom, which will facilitate one's growth and development throughout life. In other words, when you take action, you are going to grow personally. You are going to grow intellectually. You're going to develop to the point where, again, you can go there and make a difference in other people's lives. See, when you're introduced to Shop Free Mart, you may come in here and you may not know a thing. All you know is that someone told you to go to this website, take a look at it, and become a free member. But if you have the mindset where you want to grow and develop and build something that's going to make a difference in other people's lives, then you have to learn about the products. You have to learn about the compensation plan. You have to learn about how the marketing system works so that you can share it with others. So it does take personal development to do it, and all of that is what being an actionaire is all about. I love what Tony Robbins says, because sometimes we get into an opportunity or anything, and that's even not related to a business. And Tony Robbins says, a real decision is measured by the fact that you've taken new action. If there's no action, you haven't truly decided. And that is so true. Some people I talk to Shop Free Mart about, and they say, yes, CJ, I'm interested. I'm going to check it out. I'm going to take a look. and they go to the website. In some cases, they even become a free member, but they never even bought a product. Even though they said to me, I cannot endorse, I cannot promote, I cannot share something that I don't have personal testimony that it works. But yet they hesitate in taking that next step, taking action, being an actioneer, and buying that product. We don't force people to, and if they don't buy it, that's fine, because that's part of what I said at the beginning of the show that I love about Shop Free Mart, because you don't have to buy a product or be on an auto ship where you have money coming out of your account every single month. Would you have to take action to see if the product worked for you? And so that is one of the things that Tony Robbins is saying, is you haven't really made up your mind to be a really true Shop Free Mart member if you have not taken action in being on the calls, buying the product, getting training, connecting with people that are on your team so that you can really see yourself growing. I think we have a good friend, one of my staunch supporters, a lady I respect so much. I haven't met her in person yet, but I'm looking forward to that day. She has always been the queen of Shop Free Mart as far as I'm concerned. She wears that crown. Dr. Tassel Daly, come and share with us, if you may, about what this word action, being an actioneer that this gentleman, Mr. Michael Roberts, coined, and us making a difference in the world today. Can you share with us your experience with that when it comes to that topic?
Wow, good morning, CJ. I just tuned in, catch us the latter part here.
Okay.
But let me tell you something. It is said that the universe rewards action, not thought. Let me repeat. The universe rewards action, not thought.
I'm writing that down.
You know? Yes, we can have all the big thoughts in our minds, thinking about it. Oh, I want to make $5 million. I want to build a home. I want to do this, do that. I want to write a book. I want to get married. I want to have children. But unless you take action, none of those thoughts will come into reality, because what we think or what we know or what we believe is, in the end, of legal consequence. The only consequence is what we do, and that's what John Ruskin said. I'm big in taking action. And even Dr. Stan Harris, my mentor, he said, don't let the start stop you. What does that mean? Don't let the start stop you means that you have to get out of your comfort zone and take action. And one way how to really do that, and this is very powerful. I've been mentored over the years by several, multimillionaires, and they would say to me, okay, this is what you do. You get a book or a piece of paper or whatever, and don't ink it, think it. In other words, whatever is in your thoughts, write it down. There's something magical about writing down your thoughts.
Right.
So you write it down in the morning, you get up and you said, okay, today I want to enroll 10 individuals in Shop Free Mart. You're thinking it.
Right.
Or today I need 3 more persons to get to ambassador level, or I need 1 more to become crown. You're thinking it. No, write it down. Today, this is what I'm going to do. And not only write it down, but do whatever it takes to get there.
Right.
So, for example, if you said, I want to enroll 10 people today, and even if you write it down, unless you take action, but the fact that it's written down,
Right.
it's more in your mind, it will more propel you to take action. So you just ask the question, what do I need to do to get 10 people? Oh, get on the phone.
Right.
Call your friends. Call your family. Get on social media. Go and share your link. Don't just sit there in the house or sit, at work or wherever you are and not taking action. So taking action is very important. I've published several books, and I remember these thoughts are always in my mind, and I'm always thinking, because a writer will tell you that, unless you have author's block, which happens at the time. But the creative juices are always flowing. And unless you take up that paper and book and start writing your notes down, or getting on the computer wherever and start typing and writing, and don't wait until you have everything, because many people say, oh, I can't join Shop Free Mart now. I can't do a business now because I have a young baby. I have this. I have that to do. But we need to get rid of our excuses too, because excuses can prevent us from taking action.
Absolutely.
So I remember as I was about, to write my book, the thoughts are there, but until I get the paper, sometimes when you are writing, I don't know why I'm talking. Everyone has a book inside of you. I want to challenge the listeners today. Write your book. You don't know, your book will be a story to help someone. So there it is. You have the idea in your mind, and you said, "Oh, I don't know the title. I don't know." And sometimes you might even write the end of the book before even the beginning. That's taking action. So do that. Whatever it takes to do, take action, because action is what gets you where you want to go. Without action, forget it.
That's right.
Forget it at all. In one of my latest book, Little Bear Visits Golden Hair. The story is the flip side of the story. Everybody knows Little Bear, Goldilocks and the Three Bears. And what happens there is this little girl went in the house and she created havoc in that house. And from a child, when I heard that story, I would say to myself, so what happened to that little girl? I'm always in my life thinking about what happened to that little girl, because nobody wrote that book. Nobody say what happened to her. Right. So the story came in my mind, and for years, over 20 years in the Cayman Islands, I wrote that story, and I never printed it, never published it, but I would tell the story to my students, and at the end, they would say to me, "Teacher, where's the book? I want to get it. Where's the book?" But until when I came to the States here, I took action, and I actually wrote the story, but never published it because I needed a publisher, and everyone is saying, "Where's the book? Where's the book?" And I took action and went and got got an author to illustrate the stories. I took action and I did that, and that book is now published. It is being, people buying it like crazy. Children love it, adults love it alike. But in the stories, the little bear, like myself, was wondering, where's this little girl? And then one day he's always dreaming about, where is this little girl? And one day he took action and he said to his mom, "Mom, I wonder where this little girl is." I broke my chair and slept in my bed and ate all my porridge. And his mother said, why would you want to find out someone who did all those evil things? Right. He said, because I want to forgive her. And one day he took action and he said, I'm going to look for her. And he went out in the woods and he went and he found her. And you can read the story. And in the end, they found each other. They forgave each other and they became friends. But that did not happen until he took action. Right. That book was not published until I took action. So today I'm challenging every one of you under the sound of my voice to whatever it is that you want to do. Take action today. Get up and do it.
Amen. Thank you so much, Dr. Tassel Daly. Take action, become an actionary. I see my friend, Coach Kim. I know we're on the top of the hour, but Coach Kim, I know this topic resonates with you. So real quickly, give us what this word means to you when it comes to building our Shop Fremont business and propelling this business forward.
Okay. Well, thanks, CJ. I just want to say I'm driving amidst a bunch of truckers, so I hope you can hear me.
I can hear you.
But I just want to say that I find that the build up in action, there's sometimes anxiety in which you think of, because you play things out in your mind. Right. And I've discovered that literally the worry, the fretting, the anxiety literally can be heavier, and it can take more energy than the daggone action. Just do the thing, because the thing usually is not even as harmful or hazardous as you're pretending it to be, and you're wasting time. So Jim Rohn, who is my mentor, says this. He says, strike while the iron is hot. Do the thing while you're pumped up, while you have the energy, while you have the idea. That's the time to take action. So when you commit like that, then you almost position yourself to not be able to not be able to follow through. Wow. Right? You're committed, you're leaning forward, and your body literally will follow your your mind. You got to get your body to be obedient to your mind. Keep your mind in the throne, and your body will follow. So thanks, CJ, for letting me chime in. Awesome stuff.
Thank you so much, Coach Kim. My goodness, folks like you just get me excited. I'm just having tingling goosebumps right now, or God bumps, whatever you want to call it, because the information, Dr. Daly, Coach Kim, Coach Page, you guys have imparted the show has just been invaluable. But the bottom line is this, ladies and gentlemen. Again, thank you, Coach Kim. The bottom line is this. And I get no residuals or any reward for sharing this book with you by but Michael Roberts, who's a great man. I got a chance to meet him personally, who wrote this book, Action Has No Season. If you want to go on Amazon or whatever and look it up, I'm sure you can find it. But it's a great book to help you get out of the starting blocks. When that gun goes off, instead of sitting there and poised with your, with your hands on the ground and your butt up in the air, get going. Whatever it is you want to accomplish in life, if you want to turn those negative things, those obstacles in your life, and turn them around into success, do as Nike says and just do it. Become an actioneer. I apologize for going over time today, but I thank all of you for chiming in. I thank all of you who are listening. For those of you that are listening to this later on in the day on YouTube, please listen to the whole show, because there was a wealth of information being disseminated here that can literally change your life. I hope something will touch your heart, your mind, and cause you to take action. I love Dr. Daly's story about having something in her heart and her mind in her possession for 20 years before she actually took action and presented it to the world. And now people are buying that book like left and right. So that's a perfect example of what I'm talking about. This is a subject and a topic we can talk about for weeks, but unfortunately, we're at the top of the hour and the end of the show. I want to thank all of my guests, thank all of my visitors, thank of you who are coming on for the first time or hearing us for the first time. We're here every Tuesday at 9 a.m. Central Time. I want to encourage you to be a part of Shop Free Mart. If you were forwarded to this show by someone else, get back in touch with them. Find how you can become a member. If you don't know, call into the show at 302-202-1110, 302-202-1110, and let the owner of this awesome broadcast operation, Pastor Kevin Strada, let him know that you want to be a part of this, and so you become a member, and we can be a part of your team. So come on and be a part of what we're doing at Shop Free Mart. We're so thankful. Again, we'll be back here next week. I have a special announcement to make, and we are looking forward to seeing you, not just being here, but taking action and becoming the next actioneer. Thank you so much. Have a great, wonderful day. This is CJ signing out, and I want you to have a great Shop Free Mart day. Share the love.